Hey y'all, I'm back with a Hip Kit Club process video, and I'm going to be using the April 2016 kits, and I'm starting with this beautiful ampersand designed by Kim Watson. It's one of the cut files that she designed for April, and I started by cutting it on the fountain cardstock, just cutting it in full, and then I went back and used the Bloom wood grain paper to cut just the outline so that it would match perfectly and I wouldn't have to really fuss with cutting around the ampersand. So that's one thing I really love about the Cameo or just cutting machines in general is that you can get these intricate details, but you can also get the backing by just simply outlining the exact same shape. So I'm using some of my glossy accents in the fine line little tube applicator thing, and I'm just putting a little bit of glue, just like dotting it around, and then I'm going to just simply place that right on top, and it's going to fit almost perfectly. I don't get it like lined up perfectly straight, but that doesn't really bother me a whole lot. If you guys know me by now, you know that I'm not a perfectionist at all. Um, so I'm just going to press that down, and then I'm going to use white cardstock for my background. I am going to just put some of my adhesive on the back, and first, I'm going to use this really pretty typography paper. That's what I call it. I don't think that's what it's called, but it's the LA Studio paper, and it has a bunch of different words on it, and I love that paper. So I didn't cut it exactly in half. I didn't really care for it to be exactly half of the page, but I did put that on vertically on one side of the page, left side, and then I place the ampersand down. So my photo I'm using is of one of our is one of our maternity photos, and I actually realized that I thought I had scrapped a lot more than I had because I took the time yesterday to put all of my, I'm sorry, this video is going to be up on Monday. So I took the time, and I'm doing my voiceover on Friday. So on Thursday, I took the time to put all of my um, pages and albums, and well, and I had some of them done, but there were just stacks that I hadn't put away, and so I took the time to do that on Thursday, and I noticed that my album, our maternity album, like pre-Ava, is kind of like, it's kind of lame. Like there isn't very many pictures, and of course her album is like growing, which is, is expected. So I wanted to get some of these other photos scrapped so I can fill up the maternity album. So you guys did not see me put the title on because my camera went off, or my phone cut off because there's too much space taken up. And so I had to delete some things on there, and then I was able to start filming again. So what I used for my title were the Pretty Little Studio wood grain stickers along with the Pink Fresh Studio acetate pieces that say love and story. And there's a ton of those in there. And so and they all say really great things. So I was kind of struggling with which ones to use, but I ended up going with Love Story because I thought that was fitting. And I also fussy cut some of these butterflies from the back of that wood grain paper. I wanted to like salvage as much as I possibly could from that paper because I love it so much. And so I fussy cut some butterflies, and then I'm just adding those kind of just in various places. And because I fussy cut those ahead of time, I decided to kind of just go with a little bit of a butterfly theme, and I decided to use this wood grain piece for my mind's eye. And then I'm also going to add in some more butterflies here in a second. So I'm using my hot glue gun for a couple of reasons. One, because I think it's pretty easy, like adhesive, and you just kind of like turn it on and heat it up, and it works great. And it sticks really good. And I realized how important that is recently when I was putting my pages into layouts. I found that there were quite a few pieces like falling off, and these are layouts that I've done within the last like year or so. And so um some of them, it's because of like I didn't put extra glue on thickers and stuff like that. But there was just some random little pieces like of paper that were kind of falling off, like little strips of papers and stuff that I was using. So I really felt like I needed to probably reinforce some of these embellishments with hot glue so that I don't have any concern about them falling off. So I really do like hot glue, and I like how inexpensive it is too. You just have to be careful because I probably do burn myself almost every time. Oh, not, I almost burn myself every time. I don't burn myself every time, if that makes sense. Anyway, okay, so I've added a few more butterflies behind the picture, and then also kind of right on top, and then I've added that exclusive flare button too. And then I've added a little Heidi Swapp paper clip along with one of the exclusive cut apart pieces from Kim Watson, and then another little wood veneer piece. And then I'm gonna kind of just finish it up by adding a little sticker from Pink Fresh Studio, and then you guys will see some final photos. So I hope you guys enjoyed this process, and let me know if you have any questions. One thing I didn't mention is that I did use some of the Shamel Lane ephemera pieces just to kind of layer up right there next to my photo. So I hope you guys enjoyed and have a great week.